Hello my dear student. So today I will discuss about the chapter 3 of mathematics of class 8, that is the understanding quadrilateral. So before going to start this chapter, first of all we should know what is the polygon. What is the polygon? A simple closed curve, a simple closed figure which is made up of only line segment. A simple closed curve which is made up of only line segment. This is known as the polygon. For example, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon. These all are the polygon because this is made up of only line segment and this is a closed figure. So definition of polygon is a simple closed curve figure which is made up of only line segment. Okay. According to the line segment, we can categorize the polygon into different form. That is, if 3 lines are present, then it is known as the triangle. If 4 line segments are present, that is known as the quadrilateral. If 5 line segments are present, then we can say that this is the pentagon. If 6 are present, then it is known as the hexagon. If 7 are present, then it is known as the heptagon, and so on. Octagon, nonagon, decagon. Okay, so according to the on the basis of line segment, we can categorize the any polygon in different types. Okay, just like triangle 3 line, quadrilateral 4 line, pentagon 5 line, and so on. Okay, now come to the diagonal. What is the diagonal? What is the diagonal? The line segments which join the two non-consecutive vertices of any polygon. This is known as the diagonal. For example, if this is the rectangle, this is the A vertices, B vertices, C vertices and D vertices. If we join the B into D, then this is the BD is the diagonal. If we join AC, then AC is also diagonal. Okay, so BD is diagonal, AC is because AC it joins the two non-consecutive vertices of the polygon. This is the consecutive vertices. A and D is the consecutive, and after leaving D, A and C, this is the non-consecutive vertices of the polygon. Then if we join the non-consecutive vertices of the polygon, we get the diagonal. Okay, we get the diagonal. And in any polygon, if we have to find number of diagonal present in any polygon, then we use this formula. Number of diagonal. Number of diagonal equal to n minus 3 upon 2. This is the formula to find the number of diagonal present in any polygon, where n equal to number of side. Okay, so this is the formula to find the number of diagonal present in any polygon and where n is equal to number of side. For number of side, for example, if we have to find the number of diagonal present in the rectangle. Okay, so in rectangle n equal to 4 because in rectangle 4 sides are present. Just put the value of 4. Just put the value of n equal to 4 in this formula. So number of diagonal equal to number of diagonal is equal to 4 minus 3 divided by 2. That is the 4 minus 3 1, 4 upon 2, that is the 2. And you know very well that in the rectangle there are number of diagonal is 2. This is the AC one diagonal and BD is second diagonal. So you know very well that number of diagonal present in rectangle is 2. Just put the value of n and find the number of diagonal in any polygon. N minus 3 upon 2. This is the formula to find the number of diagonal in any polygon. Okay. Now, on the basis of position of diagonal, we can categorize the polygon into two categories. Okay, on the basis of position of diagonal, we can categorize the any polygon in two types. That is, first one is convex polygon, and second one is concave polygon. Okay, so what is the convex polygon? If all the diagonal present interior to the polygon, if all the diagonal present interior to the polygon, then we can say that this is the convex polygon. That is, if this is the pentagon, here this is the one diagonal, here is the two diagonal, here is the three diagonal, then all the three diagonal present interior to the polygon, interior to the pentagon, then this is known as the convex polygon. And in any polygon, if any diagonal present exterior to the polygon, then we will say it, this is the concave polygon. For example, this is the quadrilateral. Here is one diagonal and here is second diagonal. A, B, C, D. Here BD diagonal is present outside to the polygon. Then this is the concave polygon. Okay. If any diagonal present towards outside the polygon, then we will say it, this is the concave polygon. Okay. Now what is the regular polygon? What is the regular polygon? In any polygon, if all the sides are equal, then we will say it is the regular polygon. Okay, all the sides are equal, then we will say it, this is the regular polygon. Okay, and what is the irregular polygon? If any side is different from all other side of any polygon, then we will say it, this is the irregular polygon. Okay, now come to the quadrilateral. What is the quadrilateral? Any closed figure which has 4 line segments, this is known as the quadrilateral. Okay, any closed figure or any polygon which has 4 sides, then it is known as the quadrilateral. Okay, now angle sum property of quadrilateral. What is the angle sum property of quadrilateral? The sum of all the interior angle of any polygon is equal to 360 degree. This is the angle sum property of any quadrilateral. That is, if this is the quadrilateral, then angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degree. So sum of all the interior angle of any quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. This is the angle sum property of any quadrilateral. Okay. Now, if we have to find the each internal angle of any regular polygon, that is each interior angle of any regular polygon, then it is equal to, if we have to find the each internal angle of any regular polygon, then we will use this formula, n minus 2 into 180 degree divided by n. This is the formula to find the each interior angle of any regular polygon, where n equal to number of side. Okay, and what is the angle sum of any polygon? You know what is the angle sum of any quadrilateral? This is the 360 degree. If you have to find the angle sum of any polygon, then use this formula. Angle sum of any polygon. This is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, this is the formula to find the angle sum of any polygon. The angle sum of any polygon is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, and each interior angle of any regular polygon, this is n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Where n is equal to number of side. Okay, so this is the angle sum property of quadrilateral. This is the angle sum of any polygon, equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree, where n is the number of side. Each interior angle of any regular polygon, this is the n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Okay, so these are the formula to find the number of angle of any polygon. Now come to the next topic. Okay, and the next topic is sum of measure of exterior angle of a polygon. What is the sum of measure of exterior angles of any polygon? That is, if this is the pentagon, this is the pentagon, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, so this is the exterior angle of polygon. This is the exterior angle of polygon. Okay, this is the exterior angle of polygon. Okay, if we sum the exterior angle of any polygon, this is the exterior angle because this is present exterior to the polygon, exterior to the pentagon. So this is the exterior angle. If we sum the exterior angle of any polygon, we get always 360 degree. Okay, we get always 360 degree. That is, sum of exterior angles of any polygon is equal to 360 degree. Sum of exterior angle of any polygon is always 360 degree. Always 360 degree. Okay, and if we find each exterior angle, if we have to find the each exterior angle of any polygon, then we will divide the 360 degree by number of sides. 360 divided by n, where n is the number of side. That is, the sum of exterior angle of any polygon is equal to 360 degree, and each exterior angle of any polygon is equal to 360 by n. Okay, so this is the formula to find the each exterior angle of any polygon. Okay, now we will discuss about the kinds of quadrilateral. There are different type of quadrilateral. So first one is rhombus. What is a rhombus? any quadrilateral which has all the four sides are equal. Okay, any quadrilateral which has all the four sides are equal, then it is known as the rhombus. That is A, B, C, D. Here AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. That is, if all the four sides of any quadrilateral is equal, then we can say that this is the rhombus. Okay. Now second one is square. What is the square? Square is a special type of rhombus. Square is a special type of rhombus in which all the interior angles are 90 degree. This is the special angle. Okay. So square is also a rhombus. Square is also all the four sides are equal. But one more condition should be followed. That is, all the interior angle should be 90 degree. Okay. So this is the square. This is the 90. This is the 90 degree. This is the 90. This is the 90. And A, B, C, D. Here is this equal to this. AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. So all the four sides are equal and all the four interior angles should be 90 degree. This is the square. Now third quadrilateral. Third one is parallelogram. Third one is parallelogram. What is the parallelogram? The quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay. Here AB is equal to BC, AB is equal to CD and AD equal to BC. So the quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and parallel. This is known as the parallelogram. Okay, now next one is, that is rectangle. What is the rectangle? Rectangle is a special type of parallelogram. Rectangle is a special type of parallelogram in which opposite sides are equal and parallel and all the interior angle are 90 degree. This is the special type of parallelogram where all the interior angles are 90 degree. That is the A, B, C, D. This is the 90 degree, this is the 90 degree, this is the 90 and this is the 90. That is, and this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Here AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. So we can say that rectangle is a special type of parallelogram in which all the interior angles are 90 degree. Okay. Now come to the next quadrilateral. That is the kite. What is the kite? What is the kite? Kite is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal. It is a type of quadrilateral in which adjacent, that is adjacent means side by side, are equal. That is, this is the line here. Here AB is equal to AD and BC equal to CD. Here AB is equal to AD and BC equal to CD. So this is the kite. Kite is a quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. Okay. Now next one is trapezium. What is the trapezium? What is the trapezium? Trapezium is a type of quadrilateral in which one pair of sides are parallel. Any quadrilateral, if one pair of sides are parallel, then we can say that this is the trapezium. For example, here AB equal to CD. Okay, here AB not equal to parallel, AB parallel to CD. That is, kite is a type of trapezium is a type of quadrilateral in which one pair of sides are parallel. Okay, so this is the trapezium. Now come to the topic, properties of parallelogram. What is the properties of parallelogram? Properties of parallelogram. Properties of parallelogram. The opposite sides of parallelogram are of equal length. That is, opposite sides of any parallelogram are parallel and equal. This is the first property of parallelogram. The opposite angles of parallelogram are equal in measure. That is, first property, opposite sides are equal. This is the first property. And second property, opposite angles are equal. Angles are equal. That is, if this is the parallelogram, then this equal to this and this equal to this. Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are also equal. This angle is equal to this and this angle is equal to this. A, B, C, D. Here AB equal to CD and AD equal to BC. Angle A equal to angle C and angle B equal to angle D. This is the property of parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. Now third, adjacent angles are supplementary. That is, sum of adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. That is, here angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree. Okay. So sum of adjacent angle is equal to 180 degree. Sum of adjacent angle B plus angle C is also 180 degree. Angle C plus angle D is also 180 degree. Angle D plus angle A is also 180 degree. So here are three properties of parallelogram. First one is opposite sides are equal. Second one is opposite angles are equal. And third one is adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, so these are the three properties of parallelogram. Okay, now come to the properties of rhombus. Third one is properties of rhombus. The diagonal of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular, that means it cuts at 90 degree, and bisector means equal in line. That is, if this is the rhombus, A, B, C, D, these are the two diagonal, so it will cut 90 degree to each other. That is, here is 90 degree and here is 90. This is also 90, this is also 90. So diagonals are perpendicular bisector to each other. That is, the diagonal of any rhombus cut each other at 90 degree and cut each other in equal in length. That is, here AC perpendicular to BD, and here if this is the O, then AO equal to OC and DO equal to OB. It cut the equal length and it cut at 90 degree. that is the perpendicular bisector to each other. Okay. Now property of rectangle. Property of rectangle. The diagonal of diagonals are equal in length. Equal in length. That is, the diagonals of any rectangle is equal in length. ठीक है? That is, if this is the rectangle A, B, C, D, तो AC equal to BD. Here, AC equal to BD. So diagonals of any rectangle is equal in length. That means the length is equal in diagonal of any rectangle. That okay. Now come to the property of square. Square. Diagonals are equal in length and second one, diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. That is, the diagonals of any square is equal in length. That is, both the diagonal of any square are equal in length. And second property, they are perpendicular bisector. That is, they cut each other at 90 degree and they divide each other in equal in length. That is, first property is the length of both the diagonal of any square is equal in length and both the diagonal of any square are perpendicular bisector. That is, they cut each other at 90 degree and they cut each other in equal in length. Okay. Now this is all about your chapter 3 of class 8. That is the understanding quadrilateral. Now solve all the question in your book. Thank you.